Hello everyone, you're welcome back to the channel. It's so good to have you here. In today's video, I want to show you how I prepare Akwu or Banga soup, the Anambra style, Nigerian style. This is the most delicious and yummy Akwu recipe out there. And this video is very detailed, so kindly sit back, relax and watch to the end. You want to start with boiling your proteins. So for this recipe, I'm using beef. So my beef is already washed. I just added it into my pot. And to that, I'm adding some chopped onion. I also added seasoning cubes, salt, and some scotch bonnet pepper. And then I'm going to give it a good stir, cover, and allow it to steam on low heat for about 10 minutes. To make ofaku, you can use any protein of choice. You can use chicken, turkey, fish, whichever protein you have available to you will do just fine. So, but my preference for this particular recipe is beef. I'll go back to check on the meat after 10 minutes. And as you can see, it is boiling really well and it has released a lot of stock. I'll add a little water to this, give it a good stir, cover, and allow it to cook until it's 90% cooked. Why I'm leaving it at 90% cooked is because the meat is still going to cook more inside the ofaku. I have my washed palmnut inside my pot. It is called Akwu in my place. You can also call it Banga. And on this plate, I have some fresh tomatoes, fresh peppers, and one large onion. I have catfish here. To debone this, I added it into a bowl. I poured hot water over it, enough to cover the fish. I let it sit for about 2 minutes and I deboned it. This is called Okpei or locust bean. This adds a very rich and nice flavor to ofaku. You don't want to cook ofaku without this. So I use my mortar and pestle to pound it. This is crayfish. This will also add a lot of flavor and taste to your ofaku. You have to make your ofaku with this. I already took out the debris. I just added it into my blender. I'm going to blend this until it is nice and smooth.
Chop life with your brother.
Next up is scent leaf or unchuan as we call it. This adds a rich flavor and taste to ofaku. The akwu is ready, and you know this is ready when you press it and the skin comes off easily. To extract the oil, I added some into my mortar. And I'm going to pound this until the skin comes off completely. Now you can also use a food processor to do this. I haven't tried that before. I'm just doing it the traditional way. After pounding the apple, I transferred it into a big bowl. At this point, you might want to take out the kernel before you proceed, or you can skip that step. So what I'm basically doing here is rubbing the chaff and the kernel together to extract all the oil. I started off by pouring cold water, and right now I'm pouring hot water over it. Once you've added hot water, you have to be careful so it doesn't burn your hands. I'm going to continue squeezing until I've extracted all the oil. This process is self-explanatory. I'll leave you to watch and enjoy the process.
Onye si n'ụba dị njọ taba
Once I'm done extracting the oil, I'll proceed to transfer the oil into the pot that I'll use to make the stew. While pouring it, try not to pour in everything because some particles usually settle at the bottom of the bowl or plate. I got a lot from this and you can see it's thick. So I'll cover this now and I'll allow it to boil. After a while, you notice foam on top of it. This is not the right time for you to start cooking. You allow it to boil until you see oil floating on it like this. Now, this is the right time for you to start adding in the rest of your ingredients. I added my tomato mix. This comprises of some fresh tomatoes, peppers, and onion. I love onion for my ofaku. I love to use a lot of onion. I also added the ogiri okpei or locust bean. I added the grounded crayfish, gave it a very good stir, covered, and I continued to cook.
Chop life with your brother.
After about 5 minutes, I went back to check on it and it is cooking really well. Look at that. I added the fish and the meats. What do you all have to say about this? Because this is looking super delicious already. You see good food there. I love good foods. Now this kind of food they finish my money. I cannot regret any amount I spend on food because as you all should know by now, I'm a foodie. I love eating, especially good food. This is the kind of stew you make when salary enters. To season this, I added some seasoning cubes, Cameroon pepper for extra spiciness and heat, salt. I gave it a good stir and I continued to cook. If you're still watching to this point, thank you so much for staying with me and please type yummy in the comments section. Ofaku does not require so much time. The only time that it stresses you is during the extraction of the oil. But once that is done, the soup is ready in no time. So I'll let this cook. When I come back, I'm going to add in my vegetables. I added scent leaf and I also added ugu leaves. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please, what are you waiting for? You would love it here. Kindly hit the subscribe button. Turn on the post notifications so you don't miss out on any video. And if you're a returning subscriber, you guys already know how much I love you. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the comment. Thank you for all you do for me. I see all the show of love and I don't take it for granted. I'm super, super grateful. After adding in the vegetable, I let it simmer for about 2 minutes because I don't want to overcook the vegetable. The ofaku is a lot, but guys, I present to you this delicious, mouth-watering pot of ofaku. I want you to try out this recipe and tell me what you think about it. I'm going to pour some of this ofaku into a different pot because I don't want it to quench my cooker. I know there are a lot of different recipes on how to prepare this stew out there. I want you to try out this one and you will come back and testify. Please like and share this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you all for stopping by and I would love to see you all in my next one. Bye.